You already gave up your right to sue them. No court, no jury, no class action. And the worst part? You don't even remember doing it. Say your bank hits you with a $35 fee you never agreed to. Annoying, but small. Then you find out they've charged that same fee to millions of people. For years. $35 times 10 million people is $350 million. So you go to join the lawsuit. There's just one problem. There isn't one. Buried in the agreement you tapped "I agree" on, you gave up your right to sue them or to join everyone else they hit. So now it's just you, alone, against a bank, over $35. So you let it go. And that, millions of people, each too small to fight alone, is exactly the point. It's sitting in the terms you tapped "I agree" on. Section 14, the part nobody scrolls to. Any dispute will be resolved by binding individual arbitration. And you waive your right to a jury trial and to join a class action. Read that again. 3 separate rights, surrendered in a single sentence you never read. You think you've got a day in court, a jury, and the option to band together with everyone else. What the clause leaves you is a private process, a forum the company is comfortable in, and you alone. Because to a company like this, you were never really the customer. You're the risk. Something to be managed, contained, and kept quiet. So can you just fight it? Mostly, no. This one isn't a bluff. Courts have backed these clauses for years. It's not a loophole you argue your way out of. It holds. So why does every company want this? It's not you they're afraid of. It's all of you. Together. It's the same math as that bank. One fee times millions of people is a number big enough to bury them. And 0 lawsuits, because the waiver makes sure no one can ever come together. The class action waiver exists for one reason: to make sure that reckoning never happens. A small charge times millions of people with no way to come together. That's not a glitch, that's the business model. But the clause is not as airtight as they want you to believe. It has cracks, and the cracks are your leverage. But here's the crazy part. Many of these companies hide a way out of arbitration inside the very same agreement, an opt-out window, and almost nobody ever finds it. It's often about 30 days from the day you sign. Send a short written notice inside that window and you keep your right to sue. Miss it, and the clause locks in. Almost nobody opts out because almost nobody reads far enough to know they can. Crack 2. Small claims. Many of these clauses still carve out an exception for small claims court. For a lot of everyday disputes, that door is often left open. And crack 3. Since 2022, federal law says claims of sexual assault or harassment can't be forced into arbitration, no matter what you signed. So here's what you actually do. 1. Before you sign anything new, search the terms for the word arbitration. 2. Look for the opt-out window, often around 30 days. 3. Send the opt-out notice in writing and keep proof you sent it. 4. And if it's already too late, remember small claims is often still on the table. You can't unsign the ones you already agreed to. But on the next one, you can opt out before the window closes. Because that clause was never about resolving disputes fairly. It's there to make sure the math always works out for them, and never for you. It was never just fine print. It was a fence, built to keep you out of court, one "I agree" at a time. So here's the whole thing. You signed terms with an arbitration clause. You never opted out, and you assumed you could go to court if you ever needed to. You didn't lose that right. You signed it away. The fix is simple. Read for the clause. Opt out in writing while you still can, and know that small claims is often still open. So before you click I agree, read the clause they're hoping you'll skip. Terms apply. They're counting on you not to read it.